As reckless as a government shutdown is, the economic shutdown caused by America defaulting would be dramatically worse.
Is it true? Are we just hours from economic calamity?
Insane, catastrophic, chaos.
Will America default if the debt ceiling is not raised?
It would disrupt markets. It would undermine the world's confidence, cause economic chaos.
Are we on the brink of financial chaos?
An economic catastrophe.
I'm Steve Elliott with Grassfire, and the answer is no. The U.S. government will not default on its debt, causing economic calamity. And we have the proof. And when we show you that the government will not default and that the Obama team has been lying to the American people, then it's our turn to call the shots. Here are the facts. The U.S. government will not default this month if the debt ceiling is not raised. Despite what Obama and others are saying, there will be no default on October 17th, October 18th, or October 19th. And here's why. First, default has only to do with debts, and the next debt service payment is not even due until October 31st, and that one is relatively small. Second, the government can prioritize debt payments, so the next major bill, which is due in November, will certainly be paid. We have plenty of money to pay our actual debts, and the Constitution guarantees that payment. So the supposed calamity of October 17th is a manufactured crisis, plain and simple. And Obama knows that. He's lying to you, and he knows that too. Of course, Obama could precipitate the crisis and choose not to pay our debts, but that would result in impeachment. Why then the relentless fear-mongering? Why the threats of economic chaos and calamity? And why is anyone who dares to challenge Obama's debt ceiling chaos theory called a terrorist? Because the big government Wizard of Oz is worried that we might pull back the curtain and peek behind it, exposing that the great and powerful Oz is really a phony and a fraud.
Do you presume to criticize the great Oz, you ungrateful creatures?
In the past 12 months, we've survived the fiscal cliff and the sequester and the government shutdown. Imagine when we wake up on October 18th and discover that we survived the greatest big government calamity of them all, the debt ceiling crisis.
Oh, pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. The great Oz has spoken.
Of course, there is a spending and debt crisis, but we've been saying that for years. Once we expose the big government Wizard of Oz once and for all, and we survive the debt ceiling crisis, we shift the momentum. We gain the upper hand in negotiation. Then we can invite the munchkins back to the table, where we can lead the negotiations for real long-term solutions. But not today. Not while the wizard is still spewing fear and peddling fraud and manipulating the masses from behind his curtain. This is our moment of freedom. We are just hours away from breaking free from the shackles of big government. If House leaders will simply stand strong and pull back the curtain, the phony, fear-mongering wizard will be exposed. So remember, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Do you presume to criticize the great Oz, you ungrateful